Ek dink aan die dag op Khwa ttu, wat ek die plek besuitig het en gekyk het, na die omgewing en gesien het, 'n toekoms en 'n blink uitkoms vir die nageslag van die Boesmanvolke.
Khwa ttu beteken vir my baie in die sin dat dis iets wat nooit daar was nie, wat is iets wat weer herbore was.
Daar is so baie miskonsepsies in die buitewêreld wat rondgaan oor die Sanmense.
Khwa ttu is vir my 'n wonderlike naam. As ek dink dat deur die nasies, die Boesmanvolke, wat saamgetrek het. Eigen het sover as Namibië, Botswana het sy uitgereik om mense oop te maak en te laat verstaan wat daar vir die toekoms kan gebore word. Met 'n moederhart het sy ons bedien.
Their culture was being shown to the world by other people. 20 years ago, they took a decision that they needed to find a way of showing their culture to the world and also training their young people in how to manage tourism.
Wat ek nooit in my lewe sal vergeet van Khwa ttu nie, is die tyd toe die hele Sanmense wat hier by mekaar gekom het. En hier het hulle een ding gesê, dit is ons plek.
It seemed like a dream, probably even an impossible dream, to create a center for the education of San people of San descent. And the idea that Irene Stalin had was that you might be able to create a self-sustaining center at Khwa ttu where you could help people to train in the hospitality industry and tourism.
I'm not an artist, I'm not a scholar. What I really like to do is to repair. I like to fix things that are broken. And when I saw this piece of land, Khwa ttu, the farm, in 1999, I could see a possibility of repairing people, land, and buildings. We cannot undo history. There's no way, but we can work on making more justice in our lifetime.
It was literally an old farm ruin. All Michael had to convince me was sketch plans of the vision they had to establish Khwa ttu.
Khwa ttu was baie woes, was leeg, dit was vir jou verpest van bome en vir al hierdie indringerplante.
One of the things that has impressed me most of all about the process of putting this together has been the low profile that Khwa ttu has kept for about a decade while working out what approach they wanted to make to providing a respite, a place of resource, learning, training and rest.
In die begin was dit soos iets wat nie sal realiseer nie, maar soos wat die tyd verloop het ek gesien van perestal na 'n restaurant, van 'n restaurant na 'n museum. En dit wys vir my die toekoms is baie mooi van Khwa ttu.
So sustainable tourism is really a simple concept and you know, we define it as the triple bottom line. Conservation, which represents the environment, sound economic practice, and then also community engagement and community beneficiation. And I think for me, Khwa ttu really touches on all three aspects.
Hierdie plaas is ons vreeslik bly om ons kinders kan op te lei in toerisme en ook vir hulle te kan wys hulle kultuur en hulle waardes waarvan hulle kom.
I think what's impressed me most about Khwa ttu is the way in which they've allowed people who've been through the training program to return and become interns so that they can practice what they have been taught.
Dit bring die trots terug in die mense, dit bring die menswaardigheid in die mense terug, want hulle vertel hulle storie op hulle manier. Dit kom uit hul binneste uit. Ek geniet die mense en my favourite gedeelte is die kos. Ek is mal oor die kos en ons mense het ongelooflike skill en trots hoe hulle die produk vir jou voorlê.
Die meeste van my gunsteling plante is eintlik medisinale plante. Omdat ons groei op met medisyneplante saam, so die hele ding is die as ek hier gekom het, kom kyk ek eers die kankerbossies.
The most interesting is all about tourism, where I can learn how to conduct a tour and that is very good for me, and it helps me to be confident.
For me, Khwa ttu is a stepping stone for further education. It helps preserving our culture because it also teaches us about our culture.
Die werke wat hulle hier doen, die kralietjies wat hulle hier verkoop en die ete wat hulle hier bedien. Alles is wat hulle doen is net aangenaam.
Khwa ttu het my geleer, ek moet vir ander mense respekteer en hulle moet my respekteer en ek moet vir hulle my kwartier vir hulle oor te deel.
Wat ek hier gekom het, was ek iemand gewees wat 'n bietjie roekeloos gewees het. Maar die plek het my so verander dat ek op die plek het ek self vrou gekry. So en ek het op die plek het ek alkohol ook gelos. Ons is amper soos 'n groot huisgesin wat net een pa en een ma het.
Listening opens doorways. Once you listen, people just they tell you things that you don't dream of. Once those dreams come together, they lead somewhere. I suppose that's what we're doing, really. We're going with the dream.
There's no group in mankind who has been written about more than the San, the Bushman people. And where are these books? They're in the libraries, in the universities. They're not in the possession of the people. So what we do here is we want to restitute those stories, those films, that knowledge, those images, and then the Bushman people can decide, yes, we accept this and this and this, and this we would rather not take as our heritage. It's for them to decide.
En die museum is 'n geweldige inspuiting sodat ons kinders kan self praat oor hulle kultuur, oor hulle erfenis.
There's a long series from myth all the way through to reality in San storytelling, and all of those are important. That's really the dream, I think, is to capture the things that are closest to the hearts of San people, so that when people come there, they can get an idea of what was important to them.
You see, you could just build this and it can be empty rooms. Unless this place is lived and worked with, nothing's going to reach its potential, because it's all about people. It's healing relationships, it's casting new relationships between community members, between academics, between visitors.
Focus groups of San from many different language groups all over Southern Africa have been brought together repeatedly at Khwa ttu to talk about the wonderful challenge of presenting their culture. And they have then gone back to their communities and stayed in touch with the people who were designing the museum. It's become a very vibrant community of individuals collaborating and consulting on this museum process.
I think it really embeds the true sense and culture of the San people. I think the product is authentic.
En wat daar uitgebore is seuns en dogters wat vandag die voort kan hou.
I would be happy if people say they learned something, that it opened up new ideas about history, about restitution, that they can see that we have a responsibility in our lifetime to do something, to get active, that not everything is lost, that if some of us pull together, we can actually make things happen. And now, with this new museum, I think the San have a place of pride where they can really, on an equal footing, meet other people, meet politicians, meet teachers, meet anyone who is of importance to them.
People having a voice. It's giving space for people to say, yes, we're here, we've always been here, here's our story.
It is a huge celebration for us. We are so proud, we are so happy, we are so grateful. And I think on behalf of the San people, we haven't got words to express the happiness and gratitude of what you see today.
There are so many languages, so many stories, so many cultures, so many people, so many adventures, so much to share with the new generation of South Africans living in a democracy.
I'm happy being in Khwa ttu because now I'm outspoken. I was shy before, but from now on I can even stand in front of a lot of people and talk about my culture.
Ek sal eerlik sê in die eerste plek het ek nooit geweet wie ek was nie. Om Boesman te wees, sal ek sê in die eerste plek en was dit ons vloekwoord. So as iemand gesê het Boesman, dan wil jy nie dit daarvan gehoor het nie. Maar nou deesdae as iemand vir my sê Boesman, is ek proud daarop. Dis iets wat deur jou are vloei. So saka krinsi winsi.
Nana kwatwa nkwatu. Naka nkoya nkwatu. Naka suka se kuki nkwatu. Asika ngak nkwatu. Ang koya njak ukekin. Yang kaya kwatu sino. Asino kan ngaji. Akoyinki.